Sifu Mungu. Praise God. Sali Jeza. Prayer fills. Pinda. Love. Mbigu e Mama Africa. The seeds of Mother Africa. Pindana. Love one another. Sedien. Help one another. Samdien. Forgive one another. Harambe. Pull it together. Pamojo tutashende. We together can win. Mka. Wake up. See mama. Stand up. Mungu. Baraka. Indugu. Indara. Watoto. And Wazi. God bless the brothers, the sisters, the children, and the elders. Asante sana Mungu. Thank you very much, God.
And now that we've done that, someone who lectures, someone we all admire, one of our elders, and one of our favorite vocal jazz men. Here he is again, Mr. Leonard Lucas.
First poem is by the sea. While sitting down by the sea with my feet dingling in the water, creating imaginary waves that are called ripples, ripples which hypnotize my mind and sent my soul 500 fathoms below. And suddenly I found myself trying to captivate the aquatic species. And the mermaids inspired me to run for King of the Sea. Oh, how quiet it was at the bottom. Oxygen, I needed none, for I was King of the Sea. And the farfish kept my feet warm and illuminated my kingdom. And yes, my chariot was pulled by the seahorses. And this life emancipated my soul. And now I shall never grow old. At the bottom of the sea and me, we shall never grow old. At the bottom of the sea and me shall never grow old. Jazz poem. My poem is jazzy and new. I want to read like the bird blue. I want to read, I can read, I will read for my need until I bleed. I must read. Read, blow, sing. Do-do-da-dan-dee-down, do-dan-don, dee-down, down, 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 baby. Oh, yeah. Do-do-da-da, do-down, down, wow, wow, do, wow, do, wow. Anyhow, 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 baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. I get the blues. I get the blues, baby. I want to read like Lady Day sang. She knew how to do her thing. She could swing. She was jazzy. She was sassy. She was classy. She was down. She was profound. Lady Day was so profound. She was down. Yeah, jazzy, sassy, classy. She was down. The Bird and Lady Day, they came our way. What can I say? They played their music for the people of the world. They were black pearls. Down, dee down, 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 dee down, 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 baby. Down, 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 get on down, get on down, get on down, baby. Yeah, get down. Read, blow, sing, read, blow, sing, read, blow, sing, read, blow, sing. Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Get down with the cool sound. Get down, get down. Down, 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 dee down, 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 down. Get on down, baby. Get on down, get down, get down, get down.
part of the back of my sweatshirt together when I turn. 1, 2, 3. This is the work of our next poet, G Productions. Her name is, she's not tall in stature, but mighty. Gina Barrett.
This one. When I worked at AT&T, I used to take incoming phone calls from people trying to DAC or deny all knowledge of a certain call off their phone bill. And this is about some of those calls that they denied the most. This is called number 6 out of the top 10 of the worst customer contacts. You know what I hate most about those 900 numbers? The people calling in to DAC them. One of the best ones I've heard was from this woman who said, "The only people who use my phone is me and my boyfriend, and we're engaged, and hey, I'm good looking. Why would he call a 900 number?" And I sit there thinking, well, maybe you weren't doing everything he needed to be done. But anyway, I called the number for her so she could see exactly what it was at a rate of $5 a minute. You know, they all start, "I'm Bambi. Are you lonely?" "Well, I'm lonely too, and I've been waiting for you. I'm 5'9", 108 pounds, and I've got big 36 deep. The funniest ones are when the reverends call in and deny the 900 numbers. They always say, "I'm a minister. I wouldn't be making those types of calls, young lady." Well, excuse me. I didn't know that the Bible took away your ability to get off at $5 a minute. I guess I can't blame them, because that's a pretty expensive mind thing, $5 a minute. Okay, and this is one that I really didn't plan on doing anymore, but from when folks were calling me lemon drop and all of that, I decided, well, okay, I'll do it this one last time, hopefully. It's called "Don't Call Me a Cupcake Because I Don't Want to Be Associated with Anything with a White Creamy Filling." A Hostess cupcake is a chocolate cake on the outside and some white creamy stuff on the inside. And you don't know what the hell it is. Sounds like a famous cookie. Oreo, perhaps? In the words of Big Daddy Kane, if you must prove that a woman is edible, call me a lemon drop. I'm hard through and through, and you at least know what I'm made out of, something sweet and tart all in one. So don't lump me with the cupcakes, ding-dongs, or any other ho-hos. They're all made out of the same ingredients. They just look a little differently. Yes, I'm short and independent and in my own way sweet, but I am not a cupcake. Oh, and one thing associated with cupcakes are the howling barks they tend to generate. Please, don't waste your time barking at me. I do not understand or talk dog, and I am not inclined to learn. A true cupcake may know what you mean, but I am not a bitch, a female dog that is. So to all those that label me a cupcake, don't. And to all those that aspire and proclaim to be cupcakes, no offense, it's just nothing I degrade myself to be. Peace.
All right, let's give it up for Gina. All right. I got one right here. This is called "What is Black to Me?" What is black to me? Is it a notion or just a word that describes a race? Is it just the name of a color or a major description for other things? What is black to me? The way people act or the beliefs that they have. Why do people fear this word called black? Is it because it's a 5-letter word that could threaten us with bodily harm? What is black to me? A beautiful complexion that can make everyone overzealous? And why are so many people opposed to this thing called black? Can this word black take over and destroy a world or spread an incurable disease that can ruin many other races? What is black to me? Black is a color. No matter what, we must stand together, even when we don't want to. Let's make it a reality. All right.
And this is more or less my signature piece. And it's entitled "Josephine Jemima, Black Man Speaks Up." What you mean I ain't got no name and I ain't got no pride? How about the time we chose our onlyest name? I remember running. I remember running and running. I remember burlap rags just flapping and hanging on to me with a length of rope. Hemp rope, running round my middle. Hemp rope, they'd have surely hanged me with if they'd have cotched me. I remember being hungry. I remember nothing to eat except raw taters, yams, wild berries, and such like. I remember keeping low and dodging the death round and twixt the cockaburs and briar hedge and cottonmouths. Death down in the swamps and bayous. I remember hiding in the deep, dark, dirty ditches by the roadside. I remember listening. I remember hiding and listening to the patty rollers just laughing. Patty rollers laughing at them Yankees talking long-winded like. Yankees talking. I remember them Yankees talking about the Mancy Packley de Proclamation. I remember them talking about my freedom. And I remember I chose it my onlyest name. I remember I ain't know what my real African name be. So I just chose my used to be Masa's name. I remember I chose a name I liked. I remember oft times it was the same as used to be Masa's, but I made it my own. I am third, fourth, fifth generation. I made it through. I survived Civil War, 185,000 sacrificed for my survival. I survived for white only, Jim Crow, and losing my first job to the cotton gin. I survived Native American uprisings on the wrong side. I survived the Mexican-American War on the wrong side. I survived World Wars I and II, Korea, Vietnam, and the Persian Gulf, and I can do it again. I survived past quotas, Republicans, and rigid racism. I survived, and I am still surviving, even thriving. I made me and my name who and what I am, not from whom I had to take my name. I choose not to forget Mother Africa, but to do honor to the mother by being the best me I am. And I am Lucas, Grant, J.C., Winfield, Brown, Yancey, Ali, L., Barrett, Locke, Barnes, Simpson, Howell, Collins, Crooks, Esau, Murray, Gibson, Miller, Witcher, Maria, Iranshani, Mediana, Flora, Belina, Maison, Bellissima, Blunt, McCrae, the best me I am.
Yeah, okay. That was Maria McCrae. Now, bring up another special person, C. Otis Grant.
From the towers of your kingdom are smoldering fires burning deep within the caverns of the pyramids, within solid beings. Not a combination of charted elements, but the drowsy souls of warriors who have just been receptive to the chime of your wake-up call, napping in a vortex. A fool for love, a patriotic sucker for your red, white, and blue, a story of his story, pressed and printed into a fairy tale of ancient lies and rumors, carrying the weight of battered souls, then rub salt in the wounds of my conscience. Then smoking ash becomes a smoldering backdraft, so watch your ass, cause I will take you out, and I ain't talking about no dancing. Your cracking whip has opened a wound smoldering in my soul, 500. You have dug beneath the ancient burial grounds and exposed the cancerous root, 500. So now, the dragon's breath of a 500-year root canal that has struck a nerve and breached a wall, showing us something we were not supposed to know about. In spiritual upheaval, our souls will ignite your kingdoms, and the revolution will not be televised. She is the first. The womb of the world, the genesis of mankind. She is the mother. She is of nature. She is the mother nature. She is, therefore I am. A tall, sleek tigress of melanin and gender, of whom there can be no pretender. I honor thee, my princess, my queen. With dairy mounds of plenty, she moves as a desert wind, swaying the tides of her incubus. And though I have had that tainted other, my calling is back to the mother. She is yours, and I shall honor her street presence whenever my face looks upon hers. She is mine, receptor of love, mother of child, constructor of man, and I shall take undying care of thee. She is ours, as we wade in the waters, wade in the water, children, spilling fluids amidst a swirl. Then the moisture shall germinate seed, compounding metabolic division. Then from warrior shall come warrior, the only permitted to take a life. So love the mother, because there is no other. How do I love thee? Counting is such a redundant chore, because infinity is such a tedious number. Your attempt at understanding is not a prerequisite into the entrance of our world. You and yours must mesh and mingle with you and yours, because we are galaxies apart. The so-called black people you call friends are more likely friends of convenience. Probably the most unconscious colored folks you know. Go ahead, play spin the bottle, see if he gets invited. And to you, Missy, who clutches her purse or crosses the street at the sight of this undesirable, where once went the bowed head and the shame of intrinsic guilt, is now a smiling face and a giggle at your horror, as I exclaim, boo! As you jump out of your goose pimply, frailly flesh skin, you have created your own monster, and it's now a triple-edged sword. And your religion, it's no more than a hoax. I don't want your system, because the highest position I could ever aspire to is consumer of your product. I don't want your religion, because on a covert level, your religion is stolen from mine. And no, lady, I do not want your stinking purse, as it will tend to clash with my outfit. Our attitudes have changed. We are no longer your genuflecting pin cushions, and now we no longer desire you. Besides, if I was born with your skills of diplomacy and your attitude towards human life, I would just confess my sins and kill myself.
Mr. Larry Winfield.
Thank you. I will plug my tape. It's called City Shamans. It's got poetry, music, words. It's full of great stuff. But first, let's talk about Columbus. It's time to talk about time. Half a millennium of self-righteous celebration and half-hearted excuses. New terms like Inquisition, diaspora, black gold, new world, manifest destiny. It's time to talk about who owned the land, who killed and cheated for it, who poured blood into it. It's time to talk about monuments to greatness, about ancestors and why the official stories no longer satisfy? It's time to talk about us wasting time, blaming Jewish banks, Arab liquor stores, Korean fruit stands, etc., etc. Selling one-size-fits-all conspiracies, selling Klan hoods made of kente cloth. Meanwhile, homeboy trying to live large through shortcuts ends up living behind bars or breathing dirt. Yeah, so cool, bigger and deafer. It's time to talk about us reclaiming time, the currency our ancestors put away for us. Because they didn't work for free. They paid for the paper the Constitution was written on. They fed and nurtured the Industrial Revolution as their names went into the memory hole, giving others the luxury of time to sit and study and deduce and develop. It's time to realize the brain power that markets and distributes crack also makes computers and slam dunks calculus. It's time to grab the brittle skulls of every dead white male from Shakespeare to Shockley, crack them open and dig out every tasty morsel. Time to liberate every exiled figure from the historical gulag and say their names loud. Fill the air with them. Like Thomas Edison's dark-skinned right-hand man. Don't know his name? Look it up. Frederick Douglass would demand no less. It's time to reclaim time, to rewrite and uncensor the official record and collect on that overdue debt. In other words, after 500 years of chump change, it's time to cash the check. Thank you. Now I'll plug my tape. I'll do 2 poems from it. Unfortunately, I don't have the music to go along with it, so y'all buy my tape and you'll get the music to go with it. This one's called Buddha with Sax. The kid was practically skin and bones, barely large enough to hold up the alto sax that gleamed in the humid August afternoon. The runs coming from the horn were sweet ambrosia, drawing people out from the useless shade they were hiding in, speaking to each of them in 1,000 tongues. He didn't even have a case to lay on the baking sidewalk, but they didn't care. They threw coins at his feet and stuffed bills into the front pockets of his old baggy jeans. Damn, that sounds good. When's he gonna breathe? His sweat hit the sidewalk in crystal blobs and sizzled, and the crowd laughed and cried and couldn't stand to go. And I cried too, as I watched him slowly kill the song, letting the horn thump against his bones, face pointed to the sky, as if he needed more of the blinding sunlight. A few people in business suits picked up his change for him. He thanked them, then gently collapsed, opening an umbrella that lay beside him. A pencil-thin Buddha cradling a sax. I wanted to stay and talk with him, to learn some mystic part of him, but the Buddha image wouldn't leave. I felt like a tourist about to invade a shrine for kicks. I gave the kid a 5 and left him in peace. Thank you. Otis said he liked this one, so I'll do this one. It's called Someday. Will poets and penthouses ever mix outside the realm of zombie dreams? Once, just once, being above the clouds, instead of barely above the manhole covers, getting drunk on shoe polish fumes, crashing the tea party in my work clothes, downing hors d'oeuvres, licking my ink-stained fingers, making upturned noses curl, not rubbing elbows with anyone who wants to small talk about the dignity of sweat. Hey, don't talk to me about sweat unless you want a blood, red, white, and blue history lesson. This ain't about applause. Damn your spare change. Corporate culture, petty cash. I want sunshine and fresh air. I want the international block. I want to dance the diaspora. Shake off the implanted memories of feet of clay. Open up the cracks in their genteel star chambers and learn all my other real names outside the realm of zombie dreams. Someday. Thank you very much.
I'd like to do a quick one called 1968. Got up this morning feeling good and black. Put on my best black clothes, walked out my black kitchen, walked out my black door, and Lord have mercy, white snow. Hey, our next poet is my special friend, JC, in the house.
All right, I ain't gonna spend a lot of time talking. I'm just gonna get straight to business tonight. All right. The first one is called Reason for Ride. It was a disservice done to Rodney King. You stand up for justice, something you hope time will bring. It's not unusual for it to be done to blacks. It doesn't add up when you look at all the facts. A man is always vulnerable after his birth. Racism is bad because the people of all colors get hurt. To suffer in society is no longer a question. Everyone must unite while the world is still in session. We walk around with hostility hotter than the sun. Destroying doesn't help when there's a job to be done. If not done, destruction will be everyone's plight. People who abuse I do not consider to be very bright. A man is a man when he can admit when he's wrong. People can contribute more when they feel they belong. Among social actions, rioting is considered to be one of the worst. Among priorities, unity should always come first. Time always flies and people walk fast. Better ways are envisioned as they come to pass. Is there really progress as leaders come and go? We benefit as they leave behind what we should already know. Everyone's affected as issues arise. Hatred rules, and that's no surprise. World unity is what real leaders are fighting for. Society makes you less when you really mean more. After all this, it's time to get back to Rodney King. We have to take this reason into consideration because it was a terrible thing. And this next piece is called Born to Be an Angel. Joy is a wonder, and in my life today, understanding is you and the things I say. Sometimes I feel futile, but I never pretend. I feel it when knocking, but not when let in. Born to be an angel is something that he knows. I'm out with the wind, I'm out when it blows. I will give to the world in a way that I can. I see it from up high, and there I stand. The light in your eyes is there for me. It displays the world in visions I see. Born to be an angel is something that he knows. I'm out with the wind, I'm out when it blows. Angels are born to touch every day, to discern first and then display. My mind is flowing without any stress. I must do a job, I must do my best. Born to be an angel is something that he knows. I'm out with the wind, I'm out when it blows. No guilt in me or in the life I sell. Once a slave before I broke the shell. The words of life are in the book. He knew the world and the life he took. Born to be an angel is something that he knows. I'm out with the wind, I'm out when it blows. Because of this, I sometimes cry, knowing that my childhood has now gone by. It's his love I beg and thirst. I'm at the bottom, but in his eyes I'm first. Once a slave, but now I walk free. Angels of life is something I see. Born to be an angel is something that he knows. I'm out with the wind, I'm out when it blows. Thank you.
One more time for JC. Maria's moaning morning memory. I woke, a hug holding your scent. Inward look woebegone, 'cause your flavor went away. Pillows piled high between thigh. I, alone, remember. Hair rollers flying. Splendor. Rapacious, relentless lips questing, finding, binding, turning around in the heat of the dance. Curve on muscle found. Never forever. Slide, glide, lips on the secrets of my neck. Surrender was tender. Tenderer were you. You of muscle. I of curve. Each other checked out and up and down at the dance. We turned around and into each other. We found the oneness of curve on muscle mesh again. Do it again. Frozen feelings fired by a memory born of car horn. At the exact moment, again, we did it again. 'Cause it was only 5 a.m. car horn time. Time to, ready to, got to, work to do, but that pillow pulsates of you. False friend, phony phone won't ring, traitorous thing, and so I struggle to wake, hugging your scent. Thank you. That was just a prelude to someone who is a new friend of mine, but a dear friend nonetheless, Tina Howell. I'm on TV. They said no cussing. Now, if I got to abide by it, you do. See, but I ain't mad. Shut up. How y'all doing? Okay, I'm gonna read one that gets to the point, but there's no profane language in it. Okay. Hi, Mom. Okay. Okay, it's called Can I? But when I do the real deal Monday, y'all gonna know why I wrote this. Okay. Can I touch you? Can I touch your melanin with my melanin? Can I brick you up? Can I brisk in your blackness? Can I have what every woman in the world wants and what every man is afraid? Can I wallow in desire, black man? Can I kiss your lips and imagine 100 different ways we can get lost in each other? Can I see the expression on your face when I go south for the winter? Can I hear you gasp for help when I lick you from your forehead to your toenails while at the same time teasing that little divot between your groin and your rectum? Can I hear you sigh with pleasure as I a song? Can I see you smile with relief as you finally realize that you just looked into my eyes and introduced yourself to me? How you doing? Having imagined all this, can I ask you this then? Is that a wad of money in your pocket, or are you just glad you finally met me? Well, I hope it's both. Yeah, this drag queen told me to put that in. She said, Miss Thing, I hope it's both. And okay. Now I'm going to read 2 poems that I read when I first read on stage. I wish. All right. I loved you more than life itself, and you played me foul. Never did I ask you for anything vulgar or to do anything vulgar. Just asked you to be with me for one funky night, and you stood me up. You said you forgot about me. Now I'm sitting at home all dressed and ready to go. If I would have invested more time, my name would have been stupid. And I loved your mind. Enchanting and frightening as it was, excited I waited to talk to you, to look in your eyes, to feel your pain and your suffering in your kisses and your touches.
I just wanted to hold you and keep you safe from the world. Never did I ask you for money and sorts, just time. Time to reflect on you and your thoughts, but you treated me like, do you feel better? Now the tables have turned and revenge has struck down a sweet and innocent child that you once knew, and time to take over the mind and hearts of you, the two who stole and broke mine, and see what winds blows for you when I leave you hanging. You who studies the mind and you who studies the body will be used and abused, and behold, your dream is going to take one look at your petty little mind and leave you like an unwanted child and tear your brain open with mental pain, and I will laugh with unending joy. Thank you. Sublime and no torture. Drops of pain fall from my eyes, skeletons in my brain knock left to right, and memories of you form in my mind every time I see you. It makes me sick to my stomach, whereas I have to ball up in a big knot. So many years have passed and the sickness still arouses abroad. Feeling you in my mind gives me a mental migraine. Hands so bloody with irate feelings of dispersing the memory of you. Why do I feel this way? Well, I don't know in my conscious state, but searching and reflecting into my subconscious, I find that I do know. I know that you don't feel the same. And now I've taken the truth as a terrible nightmare I can't wake up from. For years you've sent me gifts. Of course, I've turned them down, for I love the dog's animal that linger around like the smell of rotten cabbage. Behold and show me the way to my substitute love, for I must find, for I already have. It gets me through the excruciating pain sometimes, and other times, well, I turn my back as though I don't want to escape from it. There's my lifetime moving so fast, and my mind moving so slow. 1992 has yet sent me on another adventure, and has been so blue to seduce and torture my mind with unspeakable teasings. Maybe I must like it, because if I didn't, I wouldn't go back to it. Every time I go forward, I move backward into another dimension that stays with me through my days. Through the mental stress of reality, I go on that journey, and all I ask is that you, Tina, help me find a way out, because I ain't seen you in a long time. Peace.
Okay.
Next person we got up, Anu Ali L.
Ooh, got the groove from camera. Camera shot, you know what I'm saying? Well, let it go. I'm still looking good. Now, this first piece is called So Much, Too Much, Hate, 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 Blacks, Hating Blacks. The depth of black hate traveled throughout the world, and its only victim are the blacks themselves. For the disease of distortion have cultivated their minds. They care less and less of themselves. Forever disassociating, forever unknowing themselves. And that's so much hate. The North American black hate the African blacks. The African black hate the Canadian blacks. The Canadian black hate the South American blacks. South American black hate the Saudi Arabian black. The Saudi Arabian black hate the Puerto Rican blacks. The Puerto Rican black hate the European blacks. The European black hate Jamaican blacks. Jamaican black hate the Cuban blacks. The Cuban black hate the Haitian blacks. The Haitian black hate Dominican blacks. Dominican blacks hate the Grenadian blacks. Grenadian blacks hate. That's so much. Too much. Hate, hate, hate. Blacks hating blacks. Continue to disunite from themselves. Too much hate. The Egyptian blacks hate the Algerian blacks. The Algerian blacks hate Tanzanian blacks. The Tanzanian blacks hate the Kenyan blacks. The Kenyan blacks hate the Sudanian blacks. The Sudanian blacks hate Liberian blacks. Liberian blacks hate the Ethiopian blacks. The Ethiopian blacks hate the Nigerian blacks. Nigerian blacks hate the Libyan blacks. The Libyan blacks hate the Angolian blacks. The Angolian blacks hate the Ugandan blacks. Ugandan blacks hate. So much. Too much. Hate, hate, hate. Blacks hating blacks. Never to trust themselves. So much, too much hate. The Illinoisian blacks hate the Californian blacks. The Californian blacks hate the Philadelphian blacks. The Philadelphian blacks hate the Arizonian blacks. The Arizonian blacks hate the Virginian blacks. The Virginian blacks hate the Ohioan blacks. The Ohioan blacks hate the Alabamian blacks. Alabamian blacks hate the Georgian blacks. The Georgian blacks hate the Indiana blacks. The Indiana blacks hate the Oklahoman blacks. The Oklahoman blacks hate the Mississippian blacks. The Mississippian blacks hate so much, too much. Hate, hate, hate. Blacks hating blacks. Overflowing with hate. The South Side blacks hate the West Side blacks. The West Side blacks hate the North Side blacks. The North Side blacks hate the East Side blacks. The East Side blacks hate so much, too much. Hate, hate, hate. Blacks hating blacks. All around, it's nothing but hate. Holding hate in, throwing hate out. For hate, for in the fountain of hate, our race have surely drank. For hate is the deadliest of poison. Hate keeps one eternally ill. Hate is the spirit of despair which keeps all things apart from itself. For hate will forever keep black distance unless blacks find a cure. What about love themselves? This one here is called compromising, since we love to compromise as a race. The what? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I got a little voice there.
Use that black man voice.
This is called compromising. Compromising because the world is off balance and we realistically are slaves. Compromising because the essence of living has been snatched away from us. Compromising because we are in an economical crunch in which whites are in control. Compromising because power is one-sided and equal share we pray to receive. Compromising because we know that peace will never be if selfishness, greed, prejudice, racism, and deceit are to remain. Compromising because we choose to live righteously among our own, and yet we are prevented from doing so because of whites' fears. Compromising because the purity of freedom whites have locked away in the safe deposit boxes of bank vaults while we remain immobilized. Compromise because our brothers and sisters are in prison or murdered for speaking the truth. Compromise because we know true justice we have never received. Compromise because the love whites have shown us has always been hate. Hating us because we are Africans. Hating us because we are powerless. Hating us because we want peace. Hating us because we want freedom. Hating us because we want justice. Hating us because we want an equal share. Hating us because we want to live. Hating, hating, and hating. Hate appears to be in their veins. And so, we're compromising for whites to love us. Compromising for seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years. For we have been compromising for centuries. We have been compromising for our rights to life. And yet, we have compromised nothing. Why should we, as Africans, as humans, compromise for what ought to be natural for human beings to give? Why compromise? This one is called Critical Time. I'm quite sure most of y'all heard this already, but I want to...
They'll turn it back on as soon as they find out what's wrong with that static. Too much feedback.
Just use that black voice. You know how us black people do.
Deep down, black voice, huh?
Be down, brother. Be down.
Shit, it sound like Mike Tyson and shit. Cool out, cool out. This one is called Critical Times. You're looking out at the times, nor did you see or read the signs. For you heed not the warning of the old and wise. For you have placed yourselves into a difficult bind. Racism and prejudice are climbing new heights. For an injustice is having to clamp down on all blacks. You now struggle to make ends meet, jobless and homeless as you now are. You are forced to crime just to buy some time. But theirs awaits the men in blue, and they are the first who would inflict injustice upon you. For the judge, the jury, and your lawyers too have already decided to get rid of you. Now a cell or a chair are not such a delight, and yet no one really cares if you live or die. Brothers and sisters, these are critical times.
All right. I got a piece here that I did. Let's give another hand for Lord, give it up. All right. I got a piece that I did at Spices a year ago, and I want to tell you guys the title until the end. The crazy lady with the cute kneecaps. Looks like I got to get a map, because this woman had a big old booty. Glad I'm not fruity. She had these long old legs and firm thighs. Oh my, no, I don't want no piece of pie. I love to snatch and fly away with her right now. As I look at her ponderously, I raise my eyebrow. There was this mystic, jazzy June type style she had about herself, hoping I was looking dapper and smooth myself. Looking through her eyes, finally brought my head up from her thighs. She walked with a smooth stride to her friend. I knew she was talking about me. I started to grin. Then I wondered if she came over to me, what would I say? Baby, you got a cute booty. I love your luscious legs. Do you want to play? Great. That should get her by being crude. Why not just kick her and get her attention by being rude? But she had this devilish smile, but I still would want to see her, even if I had to walk a mile. Then the girls, they started to laugh, and then I noticed her girlfriend had these big, juicy calves. Uh-oh, she started to walk my way. It's got to be my day. I give her my coolest look, and she comes to tell me I have a book in my nose and it's time for me to book. I thanked her for being nice by letting me know. Then she smirked and blew me off and walked out the door. And, oh yeah, the title, Can't Be Cool with a Book Up Your Nose. Wait, hold it. No, wait a minute. Don't Mayor Daley look like Elmer Fudd? But then again, don't Elmer Fudd look like Mayor Daley? I don't know, folks.